Lone Ranger.
This is a story of one of the most mysterious characters to appear in the early days of the West. He was a fabulous individual, a man whose presence brought fear to the lawless and hope to those who wanted to make this frontier land their home. He was known as the Lone Ranger.
Who was Bass Reeves? Well, he's the real Lone Ranger. I think he needed to be accepted a long time ago in our history. The fact that he's gone unrecognized this far is astounding to me. We've honored George Washington Carver. We've honored Martin Luther King. But where's Bass Reeves? He's almost all but forgotten.
What's amazing is that the story with Bass Reeves is the fact that for my entire life, I thought the Lone Ranger was white. When Danica approached me about this project and told me that the real Lone Ranger, Bass Reeves, was actually African American, not only was that a stunning revelation, but it surprised me the fact that how come no one's teaching this in school? How come we're not learning about this on the news or History Channel, Discovery Channel?
As far as I know, there have only been 3 books ever published about him, and they're all out of print, and 1 independent film made about him, which nobody I know has ever heard of. And that's it. But to find out that our Lone Ranger, this fictional legendary character, could actually be based off a real person was pretty incredible to me. So I looked into it. According to the stories, he never got shot, he never got wounded. One day he got a hole blown through his hat and a button blown off. That's about it.
What I had no idea about is that he was actually a slave at first who eventually found his way to being a deputy, which in the 1800s was a near impossibility.
The stories say he was the man who never shot first. He always tried the diplomatic solution. According to legend, he had literally thousands of people under arrest.
This book, Black Gun, Silver Star, was written by historian Art T. Burton. We're raising funds to be able to meet with Art T. Burton, to travel to Arkansas to visit the only museum I know of that might showcase Bass Reeves, and to go to Washington, D.C. to see the document that Bass Reeves signed, making him a deputy U.S. Marshal.
It amazed me that there has not been a real documentary about Bass Reeves yet, one that actually sought out the truth and looked to shed light on the subject that he was a real man and that we should be recognizing him for who he really was.
And so what are we going to find when we go to Arkansas? Are the legends true? Are we going to uncover more than what we expected? There's really no telling. And that's what's got me really excited about this project, is because there is so much that's still untold about him.
To me, it's not about whether we're ready or otherwise. It's just about honoring an important man in our history. We need your help. Help us discover the man behind the legend.
So really, most of what we know about the Lone Ranger is false.